On a rainy day, I decided to hike through a rugged mountain, determined to find the rumored abandoned mansion. Stories spoke of a murder within, with the killer never apprehended. My curiosity was piqued by recent reports of a ghostly girl said to haunt the place. As I trekked through the rain, I encountered an old man who invited me to his cabin. His weathered face and unsettling gaze made me uneasy. He questioned my motives for hiking, his voice a raspy whisper in the storm. Hesitant, I avoided his questions and asked if he was alone. In a voice tinged with menace, he told me a chilling tale of a family that once lived in the mansion. A young couple had been blissfully happy until they had a daughter. Tragically, she succumbed to a mysterious illness, and her devastated parents abandoned the mansion. Since then, her ghost was said to wander the halls, singing sorrowful melodies at midnight and luring those who ventured near. I thanked him and continued up the mountain. The mansion loomed ahead, its dark silhouette shrouded in mist. The exterior was decayed, but as I entered, I was struck by the eerie contrast. The inside was meticulously preserved, with dust-covered antiques and cobweb-draped chandeliers. The silence was thick and oppressive. As I explored, the air grew colder, and a sense of dread settled over me. Shadows seemed to shift and move on their own. I found a portrait of the family, their faces somber and haunting. Then, I saw her, the young woman from the story. Her spectral beauty was both mesmerizing and terrifying. I began recording with my camera, but the footage revealed a nightmarish transformation. The once grand mansion was now a ruin, its walls crumbling and floors rotting. A chilling breeze swept through the halls, and I noticed something moving at the edge of my vision. I followed it through the dimly lit mansion, my heart pounding as the temperature dropped further. Her haunting melody echoed through the darkened rooms, guiding me through a labyrinth of decay and darkness. The mansion seemed to shift and change, the walls groaning as if alive with sorrow. Her singing led me to a room where she pointed to a box. Inside, I discovered old jewelry, including a diamond ring and a diary with cryptic notes about her tragic past. The diary's entries grew increasingly desperate and mournful, revealing her longing for a life she never had. As the moonlight filtered through the cracked windows, casting ethereal shadows, I saw her beauty once more. I took her ghostly hand and placed the ring on her finger. Looking into her eyes, I asked her to marry me. Her gaze softened, and a gentle smile touched her lips. She kissed me, and in that fleeting moment, her sadness seemed to lift. She whispered that she had waited for someone to love her as she had loved. With the first light of dawn, her form began to shimmer and fade, but her last words were filled with hope and love. "Thank you for giving me this moment," she said. "You've freed me to find the love I've longed for." As the sun rose, she vanished, leaving me with a profound sense of peace and a memory of a love that transcended time. The final entry in the diary read, "In the end, I found my heart's true match, and though my story ends here, my love will endure."